Hi everyone, this is Joy with Create It with Joy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's card is made using Party Like a Panda stamp set from SSS Stamp Card Kit. This one was for August. Really simple, cute card using some masking. So let's get started. So I'm using my Misty and I'm going to be laying out my images from this stamp set, and I have to say these little panda bears are way too cute. Oh my gosh, I'm totally in love with them. So if you've never masked before, it can seem a little bit overwhelming, but it's not. Actually, it really is quite easy, and this is a really simple way to do it. You're going to always think about what images are in front, in the foreground. Those things you need to stamp those first, because then you will mask that off and you will start working towards the back of your images, or to the back of your card, or the back of the scene, if that makes a lot of sense. So this is a really simple one to do. I've got the panda bear, he's going to be first, and then all these presents are going to be tucked in and around him. So we're going to stamp him first, and I'm using SSS Stamp Intense Black Ink. Any black ink for Copic coloring would be fine, because that's what I'm going to be coloring this bear with. So I'm going to get a good crisp image with him. I'm going to stamp him two or three times. And then we're going to stamp on a piece of masking paper. And I am using SSS Stamp Masking Paper. I haven't used any other masking paper. This has just always worked well for me, but use whatever works well for you. I'm going to stamp him out and then cut out on the inside slightly of the black line. Don't go outside, because you don't want to have a white ring around your image. So we're going to peel that off. I didn't even cut him all the way out on the top, because none of my images are going to go up that high. I cannot talk, you guys, I'm so sorry. So now I'm going to lay out a few of my presents, the ones I want in front, the next images that are going to be in front, even though these will be behind the panda bear. And I'm going to lay those out and stamp them. And then I will see, so I've got the one tucked there, but I realized I wanted one in front of that. So I'm laying it on top of my other stamped image. So that little one that I'm messing with will be in front of that one right next to the panda. So I'm laying it out like that. It works well for me. And I'm going to close my Misty. And now I know which ones I'm going to stamp next. I'm removing that one present from behind that little one, because it will be behind the panda and behind that small package. Again, I'm going to stamp the images onto my masking paper and cut those out and stick them down. Now I'm moving on to my next images. Now see how those are tucked behind? And this looks like a hot mess, you guys, but once you remove all the masking paper, it is just so magical. So again, I mask the ones in front, stamp the ones behind. And now all that's done, let's remove all of the masking paper. And now you can see how wonderful this image looks and how everything makes sense now. And this is something you just have got to play with, and it does feel a little intimidating at first, and then once you get the concept, it is so easy. I forgot I needed to stamp a balloon. He needed a cute balloon. Isn't that cute? Do you see how everything just fits and looks wonderful? So I'm going to be doing obviously some Copic coloring here. I will have the colors up on the screen. This is just super fast. I'm not going to show every last bit of it, but laying down some light, bringing in some shadow, blending that out. For this one, this is G09 and G28 for the green. And I'm just I will color all the greens first, then I'll come back and color, all the other colors back and forth. Super fast, super easy. This is a super simple card, you guys. Here's my oranges. I think this is YR09, 04, and 07. I think that's what that color says. Anyways, I kind of just stuck with fun, bright colors for this card because it's a party and it just makes you feel happy inside to have all of these colors. This would have been cute though if you had done the presents in rainbow order. That would have been a really kind of a fun and different way to do it. So now I'm going to go with the blues. This is B14, B26. Laying down again the light color, coming back with the dark, adding the shading. I'm using my colorless blender because for some reason I kept coloring outside of the lines. I don't know if that I thought I wanted to mentally revisit kindergarten again. I have no idea, but I was having issues. Sorry about my head, guys. I was really getting into this coloring. I thought these were fun to color. I like coloring presents, whether it's birthday presents or Christmas presents. I'm not sure why, but I think it is really a lot of fun. Probably because they can be any color, anything, because it's, you know, it's for a birthday. So now I'm going to be using my pinks. I'm using RV 13 and 14. Just doing the same process, laying everything down and getting a nice little, you know, darks, lights, shadows, and a good little blend. I hope you guys, if you haven't tried out masking, I hope that you do. I think you will really, really like it. It's another way to do a card if you don't have die cuts rather than hand cutting them out yourself. And then it gives you a nice one-layered card, one-layer images. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next, which would be the Y19, 11, and 15. And again, just all the same things, super easy coloring. This would be fun with colored pencils. This would also be fun with Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. I think that would be really super cute too. I wanted to have this orange balloon. So the same colors that I had used before for that. Some people lay down their dark color first and then blend in with their light. I just do it the other way, and I'm not sure why, but there's no right or wrong. Not that I'm an expert on Copic coloring, because I definitely am not, but I think just color however you like. Adding some little dots for some texture on this balloon. Let's color a cute little panda's hat. I did it in blues and pinks. I loved coloring this panda. He was really, really cute. Again, I apologize for my head, you guys, and I think it really gets in the way when I'm coloring the panda. I don't know what my deal was. Oh, you know what? I had moved some of my stuff around on my desk and kind of moved where my camera was, and in some of my other videos it was even worse than this, but now I've got it fixed and it looks good, so I apologize ahead of time. A little bit of pink, a little bit of shadowing there. For the bear, we will be using W00, 1, and 3. When you're coloring a white bear, you just want to lay down a little bit of gray around some highlight edges. And then that will make it look white. It looks finished. Like right now it looks unfinished. When you add a little bit of gray to your bear, it will look finished. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm just adding it to where there would be some shadows, a little bit around the face, underneath the neck, on that little fold on his cute little belly. And then I'm going to be blending out the grays with a lighter gray and my blender pencil. See, sorry guys, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm such a fool. I don't even know what the deal was. But see, you can see now when my head's not in the way that he's starting to come to life. And I'm going to do R00 on his feet, a little bit of pink on his feet or her feet. It could be a girl. It just struck me as a little boy panda. But see now the difference of him looking really cute. You could do the same thing with water. You can use gray, or you can even use some light, really light blues. Adding a little bit of gray around his feet over that pink. Adding a little bit of pink to his cheeks. And you've got a really cute panda bear. So now I'm using my Misty once again to put down my sentiment. It says, "You're allowed to cause as much pandemonium as you'd like." I just thought that was a really cute sentiment. This card has a lot of white space, which I really liked, but it's so colorful at the bottom that you don't feel like it's boring at all. So now I'm going to be adding in some shading, and normally I go a lot lighter, but I did it really dark, and at first I was freaked out and totally thought I ruined this whole card, but I really ended up liking it. And my youngest son Johnny, which I'm sure you've seen on the video making the other card, the light up card with me, he's like, "I really like it, Mom." He says it really looks like it's a very shiny floor. But after I laid down the really dark color, I really did panic for a second, but it turned out great and I really like it. So I'm just going with some dark gray, some light gray. I did the W3 and 1 for the ground. Blended that out till I got what I liked. I am adding some white highlights to my gifts. I will also be adding some black glaze pen to the black of the panda's eyes and to the nose. Once that dries, I will come back with my white gel pen and add in the whites of the eyes for him. But the balloon and the presents needed some highlights, so I'm doing that. This is something I always do because I think it always brings everything to life. But again, if it's not your thing, don't do it. Do whatever you like. And I was really light-handed on the highlights for this. And then I felt like that confetti that was blowing out of his little horn, I felt like we needed more falling down onto the ground. So I stamped that again and just came back and colored that. Here's the black glaze pen that I was talking about around the eyes. And then once that dries, and it dries really fast, once that dries, add the white dot to the eye. There we go with the white dot. And so now in the card kit came the Spectrum Noir sparkle pen. I'm going to be using that. First I thought I needed to fill in the balloon with glossy accents. I pulled out the big bottle for that. My little bottle kept causing me issues. So on some of I did it on the confetti. I used this glitter sparkle pen on the confetti and on some of the bows of the presents. Not all of them, just some of the tags, just to give a little shimmer and shine. I did add it to the polka dots of the hat and the little pom-pom thing on top of the hat. So it adds a little more texture without adding any texture to this card. Again, if you don't have this pen, you could use your Nouveau Crystal Drops in White Blizzard, or Ranger's Diamond Stickles. Then I was like, oh yeah, I need to do his cute little hat. And isn't that done? Super simple, you guys, and a really, really cute card. Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate your support. If you like what you've seen, please thumbs up, subscribe, comment, please share with your other crafty friends. I really appreciate it. Like I've said before, I've got affiliate links below. It costs you nothing extra, but it does help me to keep doing this. So thank you very much, and I'll be back soon. Bye.